For the next 30 days, I'm going to be playing Nintendo's first-party workout game, Ring Fit Adventure. Can I achieve decent fitness results in that time just by playing this game? Last time I touched this game was over a year ago when I decided to play every fitness game on Nintendo Switch at the time. And needless to say, I've fallen off the wagon a bit. So here's the challenge. I'll be playing this game every day for the next 30 days, rain or shine. Doesn't matter what mode I play the game, I just have to play the game for 30 minutes minimum every day. And to try and eliminate other factors, throughout the challenge I made sure to stick to a maximum of 2,000 calories a day to maintain or lose weight as a 21-year-old boy. Male. So day one, I weighed 208 pounds. This is the heaviest I've ever been, and I could tell. So not only am I trying to lose weight, but I'm trying to find out if implementing this into my lifestyle every day will motivate me to continue doing it. These are the answers I'm excited to learn, and that's the extent of it. I think my goal is to lose between 5 and 10 pounds, only using Ring Fit Adventure. So day one, it was pretty difficult. I played in adventure mode and tried to beat a boss I was stuck on the last time I played. I still couldn't beat it, so I started grinding from previous levels, but I was counting the minutes on my watch as I wasn't loving the gameplay, and I was just hoping to get it over with. But I hope it will pick up the pace as I continue my adventure, my Ring Fit adventure.
I'm not really sweating that much, actually. I thought I'd be sweating a little bit more. I think I'm gonna go up another level tomorrow. Make it a little more difficult for myself. That was day one. One thing I find very annoying, the dumb leg strap kept falling off. I gotta find a system to keep it there. Anyways, see you tomorrow.
Day one, I burnt 176 calories and my average heart rate was 93 BPM. Day two, I'm already feeling a little unmotivated, but I think as we continue, I'll start to get in more of a habit, or at least I hope so. For those who don't know, Ring Fit Adventure is a workout game that uses the Ring-Con, a Nintendo Switch accessory made just for this game. It's a stiff and flexible ring you squeeze to feel it in your biceps, chest, shoulders, and glutes, also known as resistance training. And with the strap tied to your thigh, you'll be able to work your thighs, ankles, toes, and legs, giving you a good cardio workout. The story of the game follows your adventure as you progress through levels to power up your Ring-Con and defeat the big baddie Dragox, or whatever he's called. So on day two, I decided to keep grinding as I wasn't confident I could take on the boss yet. These were just the same levels as before, so it was a little tedious, but I leveled up and got a decent workout in, and I burned approximately 200 calories, with this as my average heart rate. Day three, the first day I'm needing to do this at night.
It's literally almost 1 a.m., but I gotta do it.
I really didn't feel like doing this at all, but that's mainly because it was so late and I just wanted to sleep, but I wasn't gonna give up after only 2 days. So I took it pretty easy doing some mini games and redoing stages to get more coins for smoothies and XP so I could beat the boss at the end of the world. I guess I should probably explain how the leveling up system works in this game. You run and fight enemies. The more you do this, the more XP you get, so your character levels up. Each time you level up, your defense and attack power gets boosted, and it's easier to move forward in the campaign. While it's pretty easy to run through stages, it's a good idea to grind enemies and redo some stages to get enough XP to fight our main antagonist Dragox without dying both literally and figuratively in the process. And as you go through the stage, you're not just running, but you're also doing squats, you're swinging, you're going on this roller coaster thing with the arms, and you're going on treadmills. So it's a whole process just to run through these stages. Day three, I burned 170 calories, and my average heart rate BPM was 93. Day four, another nighttime session, but I'm hoping to defeat the World 3 boss this time. But I freaking hate the leg strap, especially during the high kicks while running through the water. It just refuses to stay up. I have to keep readjusting it. Finally getting to World 4 after grinding for the past few days, gotta say, I obliterated that boss. So all that leveling up and grinding was quite rewarding. This is also the longest I played and easily gave me the best workout so far. I burned 208 calories with an average heart rate of 89. Day 5, another successful day. That's all. So it was good. I did some workouts on the floor where I would squeeze the Joy-Cons in between my thighs. I think this just shows some really unique use cases for the Ring-Con. Like, it's awesome, but also at the same time, I don't love using these kind of workouts because getting up and down off the floor just takes extra time. But maybe I'm just feeling lazy today. I burned 201 calories with the average heart rate of 104 BPM. Day 6, decided to get a little more creative and wanted to test out these XR glasses. I was curious if I could use them and not have to be in my living room in front of my TV. It's powered by a battery-powered dock in my pocket with the glasses displaying the game. This worked surprisingly well, except for when I was jogging in adventure mode, because when I jump, the glasses shake and it's hard to even see what's happening. It worked really well in rhythm mode though. The battery bank was pretty heavy and my shorts were really light and loose, so I needed to tie my shorts up. That's all I need to say. This is also the day I found out that around the 20-minute mark in adventure mode, the game says, hey, maybe you should chill out, bruh. This happens consistently throughout adventure mode after you've hit a 20-minute mark. It just recommends you should quit for the day and come back tomorrow, which I get. You don't want to strain yourself, but also just let me keep playing. I'll stop when I want to stop. Day 6, I burned 185 calories with my average heart rate at 92 BPM. Day 7, I'm a week in and I have a few thoughts so far. Literally every time I scan the IR sensor for my pulse, the ring scolds me that I'm not working out hard enough with its passive-aggressive "in a late workout" message, which I get. I'm not sweating nearly as much as I would hope in 30 minutes consistently, so maybe I should be raising my difficulty. I think part of it is the time it takes in between doing actual workouts that my heart rate drops and makes the game think I'm slacking off, like when I'm in the menu or map, or when you're choosing your next workout. There are these large pauses that allow me to cool down and rest before picking up the pace for a short amount of time, which can definitely be helpful for some people, but I'd personally prefer my heart rate to stay up instead of going up and down consistently over 30 minutes. And I find a lot of the workouts aren't actually intensive workouts, like the yoga exercises. This is just me tilting my body, which is no strain on my stamina at all. But I need to use these exercises because of the RPG element of the game. It's a green action which has advantages against green enemies. If I wanted a hard workout, I'd make all my reps about my legs, arms, or core, but I'd be missing out on some of those game elements. But some of these workouts barely feel like workouts to me. Like, what is this wrist twist? It's one of the strongest moves I have, but I'm not really exerting myself as much as I want to. So again, I find you need to have an actual healthy balance of all these workout moves. But it sucks that I'm not really getting the sort of workout that I wanted to, as can be seen by my average heart rate for this session at only 88 BPM. But I burnt 263 calories in the span of around 47 minutes for today. Day 8, another fine day. It was average. And near the end, I decided to try out the rhythm mode. As a musical man, I figured it would be a good time. So I quickly played and learned that it gave me a really good workout. So tomorrow, I'll try to play it some more. Day 8, I burnt 250 calories with an average heart rate at 90 BPM. Day 9, today I'm going to be playing just the workout mode to see how good my workout actually is. And this was easily the hardest I've worked out any day so far. The rhythm mode is just go, go, go. There's no long breaks. There's so many songs that you can choose the difficulty for, and it challenges you to get better and better scores to unlock the harder version of the song. And it can get extremely hard. This feels far more rewarding than anything in adventure mode has yet. I obviously need to continue adventure mode, but it's clear that this is the quickest way to burn calories so far. My only complaint about this is that sometimes it's not the most accurate. I mean, it's using gyro. It's not often, but sometimes it would just miss notes, especially when the pace picks up. And I burned 279 calories with an average heart rate of 116 BPM. That's the highest it's been so far. Day 10 through 14 were really just me playing a mix of adventure and rhythm modes. Nothing exciting, but here's my progress for those days. So day 14, and going throughout my day, I'm not gonna lie, I completely forgot I had to do Ring Fit Adventure. I am not motivated at all to do it, but I'm gonna. 15 days in. For the last 4 or 5 days, I've literally just not wanted to even do this. I'm actually debating on just stopping altogether. But I'm already halfway through, and that'd be a huge waste of time. So we're just gonna keep going. I wanted to play adventure mode and get through the story so much, but the problem is the story isn't that engaging at all. And it feels like every time I play, I'm just getting held back in my workout because there's so much text and menus while I'm trying to get through. And when I actually get into a battle, it takes some time for me to actually comprehend what workout I should be doing next to maximize my strength on the enemies. So I feel like I'm not working out hard enough, and even the heart rate sensor still agrees. So I decided to once again increase my difficulty. But I'm pretty sure the only thing that does is increase the amount of reps you have in your battle. And that just makes it feel way more tedious. So I'm just standing here doing the same mundane workout. And I'm not being as entertaining as I thought I'd be, especially with the story. And I still feel like I wasn't getting a great workout in adventure mode. But finally, I discovered something in adventure mode that really gives me a non-stop workout. At the end of the day, I discovered the shuffle button, which quickly randomly picks a workout on a random enemy. So I'm excited to try that out tomorrow. Day 15, I burned 215 calories with the average heart rate of 90 BPM. Day 16, today I got the Sora amiibo, and my Rivers Dunk Con came out. So go check out that video. Day 16, we're gonna try out the shuffle mode in adventure mode. It's gonna be a good time. The game started to feel a little more inconvenient to play consistently as time goes on, but maybe that's more my fault than the game's. I don't know if it's just me getting busy or if I'm already getting burnt out on the game itself. I finally tried the shuffle workout mode, and it definitely helped the workout in general. You can even tell as my average heart rate was higher today. The main issue is that it would pick a random workout on a random enemy. In theory, that should help you get through battles quicker, but I lost out on a huge part of the game which makes you strategically use specific moves against specific enemies. If there's no strategy in battles, where's the fun? At this point, you're just working out with extra steps. So I decided to stop using it, especially because I found it confusing and even disagreed with some of the moves the shuffle button chose for me. But I burnt 240 calories with the average heart rate of 105 BPM. I'm not home this weekend. We're actually out with the boys. Dude, you gotta put on your Krispy Kreme hat. I don't have one. I don't have one. Take one over there. So I'll be using it in handheld mode today and giving it a shot, of course, with the kickstand. I did most of the workouts like normal, but I also decided to check out the away mode. You just click the stick on the Joy-Con Joy-Con and turn it on, and it'll track whatever reps you do squeezing the ring con. Then, when you are done, you just click it off. And eventually, after a certain amount of reps, you get a gift in game, so that's cool. But I didn't really find this that helpful. Maybe it's useful if your battery dies on your Switch, or if you're just doing tasks around the house, which is what I think it's for, but it just feels kind of pointless.
Not only do I not really want to do this right now, and a bunch of my friends are out in the other room, I'm also not feeling that great.
I burnt 112 calories with my average heart rate at 87 BPM. I'm finally back home, and it happened.
It's day 18 right now, and I'm sick. It's official. I've fallen ill. This is real. This just happens. Sometimes you get sick when you try to do a 30-day Ring Fit Adventure challenge.
So I did manage to sneak in a workout, but I needed to call it early, and I'll be adding an extra day at the end of the challenge to make up for this. Day 19, I'm far worse today. Headache, sore throat. I did a few quick rhythm games when I was feeling up to it, but once again, because of the lack of time I put in, I'll be adding another day at the end of the challenge. Day 20, so I'm feeling a bit better today. The only lingering sickness coming from my orifice is my sore throat, so I decided it's probably fine. It was not easy, and I still needed to take it slow, but I did manage to get a full workout in. I burned 199 calories with the average heart rate of 106 BPM. And it was the same for the next 2 days. It was slower because I wasn't feeling the best. I did work out, but there's nothing too notable that happened. I just continued to blast through the adventure mode.
Yesterday I was feeling better, but now I feel very icky.
And here are my results for those days. Day 23, it was another fine day today. Still not feeling in tip-top shape. It's been 23 days and I still haven't managed to get myself into a consistent schedule yet. I'm always flip-flopping between getting it done early in the morning or before I go to bed. I like doing it in the morning because then I don't end up thinking about it for the rest of the day, and I actually find that doing something hard like working out in the morning makes everything else in the day a tad easier. The issue is sometimes my days start a little earlier than others and doesn't allow me to take the time and get a workout in. And if I do it at night, I have to plan my entire evening around it. I feel like there's not really a perfect solution here for me, besides maybe getting up earlier. I was kind of hoping that I would just have naturally fallen into a regular schedule with this, but the differences in my day-to-day life was hindering that. If you plan on trying this challenge, make it easier on yourself and try to stick to a consistent routine. Day 23, I burnt 205 calories with the average heart rate of 83 BPM. Day 24, I'm feeling better today, slowly recovering from my illness, and surprisingly, I feel motivated to work out. I ran through a whole level and used my skill tree that I keep forgetting about. Got some new moves that seemed very fun and made sure my moveset was powerful against the boss that was coming up, and it was. This just goes to show how fun it can be if you plan your workout and have it work out for you. Today was one of the only days I wasn't looking at my watch to see if my time was up. Instead, I actually went overtime and wanted to start another match, but eventually I got tired and called it a night. I burned 208 calories with my average heart rate at 97 BPM. Day 25 was more of the same. Day 26, I'm already feeling really tired because earlier today I ordered a pizza on my Switch and things got a little intense. I ordered an extra large. But I carried on anyways and got the day done without much of a hassle. I burnt 192 calories with the average heart rate at 85 BPM. Day 27. This is mostly a normal day, except it's the first time I'm actually feeling soreness in my body. My thighs are aching, but I don't know if that's the amount of running I did in the pizza video. It was probably from me beating up Santa, as I normally don't get sore during Ring Fit Adventure. I burnt 227 calories with my average heart rate at 85 BPM. Day 28. I'm just ready to do it. I really wanted to do the rhythm mode today, but I really just want to get the story closer to completion, so I stuck to story mode. Burned 283 calories with the average heart rate at 86 BPM. Day 29. I only got a few more days left in this challenge, so today I wanted to get done as much as I possibly can. I went through some levels more and did some challenges. So far, it doesn't feel like I'll be able to manage getting the story done in 30 days. With almost an hour of gameplay, I burnt 294 calories with the average heart rate at 88 BPM. Day 30. It's kind of wild that I've been doing this for 30 days straight. I'm pretty motivated to just keep going, but that's probably because the finish line is in sight. I'll put my difficulty up to the highest I can go, which is 30. I've been at the difficulty 26 to 29 this whole time. Running through these last two stages was somewhat calming with the music and the beautiful scenery. The last two stages I went through were just jogging and some mobility challenges. No battling this time, interrupting my jog, which I prefer. Today's boss battle was against Armandus. Very often in this game you'll encounter class-specific challenges, so Armandus is of course arms. So I strategically did mostly arm strength attacks to give myself an advantage, and most levels have these quirks. Generally, before you go into a stage, it'll recommend what moves you should swap to so you can work out one specific section of your body. And I think arms are the best and most challenging ones to do. I mean, just look at my noodles. The worst ones are yoga, because it feels like such a waste of time. I might as well just be playing Wii Fit. And for the first time this whole challenge I ended with stretching. Okay, if you're working out, you should stretch. Because I actually felt relief in my arms after playing the game. And the game knew I did mostly arm workouts, so it focused on arm stretches. That's something I should have been doing this whole time to cool down. Day 30, I burnt 227 calories with my average heart rate at 92 BPM. Day 31. Technically Technically the 30 days are up, but since I was sick for 2 days, I feel like in order to truly finish this challenge, I need to make up for those. But I'm really not feeling motivated to do so. I thought that the routine from the last 30 days would have made this easier to keep going, but I think what's motivating me for the first time is the story. I've invested so much time into it that I just want to beat it, and it's starting to get more and more fun as I build my character strength and skill tree. I ran a new track and tested my new double jump ability, finished it off with 2 mini games on a treadmill and jumping up a cliff, and called it a night. I burnt 196 calories with the average heart rate at 106 BPM. Day 33. I don't think I've ever wanted to play a game less than today. I've been playing the game every single day for a month, and now I'm just incredibly bored of it. And it doesn't look like I'll be able to beat the story mode, which kind of sucks, but I think I'm over it by now. My final day, I burnt 210 calories with my average heart rate at 85 BPM. So, challenge complete. But before we tally the results, let's go over some of my thoughts on Ring Fit Adventure. I've looked at a plethora of workout games in the past, and I even did a video a while back where I compared every workout game on Switch. Well, not every game, but a lot of them. In that video, I broke down how many calories I burnt while playing half an hour of each. I discovered that the games that keep you active the longest will give you the best workout. Who could have guessed? In games like Just Dance or Fitness Boxing, you're constantly moving, whereas Ring Fit Adventure has you starting and stopping over and over again, getting bogged down with menus, selecting levels, and strategically picking your moves to beat the RPG elements, all while trying to give you some exercise. Ring Fit plays it very safe and only gives you the option to do non-stop workouts if you're playing one of the alternative game modes like the rhythm mode. Listen, I'm not saying Ring Fit Adventure sucks. In fact, it's a fantastic game if you like RPGs and are trying to get a little more activity in your life. But those aspects of the games tend to hinder the actual workout aspect of it. You can easily burn plenty of calories and have a decent workout after a quick 20-minute session, but after 30 days, the incentive to come back to the game was low, and I feel like my effort could have been better spent elsewhere. While the game loves to encourage you to come back and play the next day, and gives you new abilities to try and keep you engaged, there's no denying that this felt very repetitive. You run in place, fight enemies, run in place again, fight more enemies, climb some stairs while the Joy-Con slips off your leg so you don't actually want to move your leg, fight some more enemies, and then finish the stage. This repeats over and over again until you get to the world boss, and then do the exact same thing while fighting it, and the conclusion to the boss fight ends up the same each time. He gets knocked down and flies away. The payoff sucks. Like, it just keeps going. And it turns out that I didn't even get halfway through the story during the entire month of me playing every single day, which should be a good thing, but in this case it's not. And speaking of repetition, while you're playing the game, you're just sitting there watching your character do reps over and over. The action on screen just wasn't very dynamic. This almost made me purposefully choose shorter workouts because I would get bored watching the same thing over and over again. Later on in the challenge, I ended up putting on a podcast in the background because I needed something to occupy me aside from watching my character die a little inside each time. At this point, why am I not just doing a regular workout with a podcast in the background? Now, maybe it just felt really repetitive because I was playing it every single day, but I mean, I don't mind playing Fortnite every single day, so it shouldn't be that. Oh, and one last thing about repetition. The ring-con talks after every rep! Like, boy!
2, 1, 2, 1, 2.
And he says some strange things.
Your sweat is so shiny and beautiful.
You can probably shut it off, and I probably should have, but I didn't. I think this game was incredibly charming at launch, and while I'd love to say that this is life-changing and I could tell you about my 50-pound weight loss story, I can't. I saw some promising results with me losing around 4 to 6 pounds after the month, which isn't terrible, but there are definitely better alternatives, like VR. Just for example, I played this game Synth Riders for 30 minutes and burned more than double the calories than I normally would and had more fun doing so. So if you want to see me rank VR fitness games, hey, let me know in the comments. So while Ring Fit Adventure isn't a bad game, for me at least, it fails to do the one thing it needs to do as a workout game, which is to make me want to keep coming back. Have you played Ring Fit and you've seen some really great results? Let me know. Thanks for watching. Please consider liking and subscribing. And if you want to see videos like this and have some extra quirks, maybe be a channel member. I hope to see you in the next one. See you later.